Give the gift of love, wrapped up with one of our signature gold boxes with the burgundy bow. Shop Richardson Jewelers, downtown Marquette.
At Richardson Jewelers.
Your Skycam network, always on the WZMQ app.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Kevin Hodge. Tonight on your WZMQ 19 News, the task force investigating the Trump assassination attempt are closer than ever to releasing their final report to the public. We're live in Washington, D.C. with the latest. Plus, the Michigan House of Representatives is wrapping up their first week of session for the month. We'll hear what bills they've been able to pass so far. Your 19 News at 6 starts now.
Live from the UP, this is WZMQ 6.
Well, we had our share of some lake effect snows. They will be diminishing though, and as we get on the nighttime hours here, it's going to be cold and still breezy, even though the gusts won't be nearly as high as what we had for earlier in the day. We'll be dropping into the teens here. We'll have other areas of partly to mostly cloudy skies. Still some lingering lake effect snow bands around the area, but we will be dropping into the teens everywhere by later on in the night. We'll have the forecast into the weekend coming up later in the show. Kevin?
Thank you, Tom. Today, the task force on the attempted assassination of Donald Trump held its last hearing before the release of its final report. Our Washington, D.C. correspondents Brendan Scanlon and Rachel Knapp were inside the hearing room today. Brendan, Rachel, what can you tell us?
Hey there, Kevin. Good evening. That's exactly right. Acting Secret Service Director Ronald Rowe in the hot seat again one final time as members of the task force really questioned him about those communication failures on July 13th and the events that sort of led up to that tragic event. They also questioned Rowe about changes the agency is making to ensure that a tragic event like this never occurs again. And they also want to ensure that the agency is holding those accountable who are responsible for their actions or lack thereof. Now, Kevin, overall, the hearing was pretty civil, except for a pretty tense, heated exchange toward the end of the hearing where we saw Acting Director Ronald Rowe accuse one of the members of the task force of politicizing a 9/11 memorial ceremony. Rachel, obviously, a lot of emotion surrounding July 13th and the investigations and everything that's gone into this effort since then.
Yeah, that's right. There was certainly that tense moment. But for the most part, Kevin, there wasn't really any new information that was released during this hearing, but members took their opportunities to really question Rowe on some changes that they want to see. For example, they want to make sure that Secret Service is using things like drones to survey those campaign events, as well as making sure that the Secret Service is also doing a more extensive perimeter security sweep than the one that they did during that July 13th assassination attempt. But for the most part, the members are really happy about all of the work that they've done on this task force. They've done countless hours of interviews. They've gone through thousands of pages from federal agencies and other departments, but they still say that there is some information that they don't have.
And the Department of Justice to this point has not provided this task force with information about the digital devices, what the would-be assassins were looking at, who they're affiliated with. They have not provided us the interview transcripts or summaries for the family members of these individuals. So when it comes to who they are, what their motives might have been, or how they fit into the ongoing threat landscape, that is information that the task force still does not have.
And Kevin, Acting Director Rowe said the agency is changing its culture and moving away from the do more with less mindset. Rowe added that the agency is on pace to hire 650 special agents as well as 350 uniformed officers within the next couple of months.
And then task force, they did vote to release their final report. We do expect that to be released sometime next week. Reporting live at the U.S. Capitol for WZMQ 19 News, I'm Rachel Knapp.
And I'm Brendan Scanlon. Kevin, back to you.
Brendan, Rachel, thank you so much as always. Michigan's House of Representatives is wrapping up the first of 3 weeks of session this month. With a long list of items lawmakers say they would like to address, only 5 bills saw a vote today. Our Michigan Capitol correspondent Sophia Murphy has more on what the lawmakers are working on in the House.
Lawmakers in Lansing are rapidly approaching the end of their lame duck session. Starting in January, the newly elected House of Representatives will take over, and all of the bills currently waiting in the legislature will be thrown out.
Sometimes government moves like honey, it's very slow, and sometimes it moves like a microwave, where things happen very quickly.
Today in the House, the representatives voted on 5 different bills. The first passed unanimously. It's a memorial bill to rename a stretch of the highway in Dearborn after a police officer who was killed on duty in a shooting this past July.
Muhammad C. was a beacon for a lot of us to follow, a light that a lot of us looked up to.
Representative Farhat also introduced 2 bills to the House today. They're part of a larger package the Democrats are pushing as their solution to local road funding.
For us, the expectation has to be, can we build a robust end product that will create a long-term funding formula for roads.
Also on roads, the Republican representative from Erie had a bill pass 85-17 that would require vehicles over 10,000 pounds to stay out of the leftmost lane.
Currently, our state law, there's many signs. You see signs that say truck traffic, right 2 lanes, but there's no mechanism within our state law that allows them to actually enforce that.
As the end of the year approaches, the parties are carefully selecting what bills are addressed, bargaining to make sure they have enough votes to pass important legislation before the 103rd legislature takes over.
The whole intent of what we're doing now is making sure that the legislature is in a position to negotiate with everything on the table.
From Michigan's capital, Sophia Murphy, WZMQ 19 News.
We have your first morning weather forecast after the break. Plus, we head to Munising for the Rekindle Spirit community event happening right now. And later in sports, a UP high school football player signs his national letter of intent with Central Michigan University. We'll be right back after this.
John's Auto has been voted the #1 dealer to buy premium vehicle for longer than I've been alive. If you're looking for a vehicle, or if you're looking for someone to help with your current car, or if you need to get yours looking like new again, come see us at John's Auto Sales and Service, Marquette.
This life that I'm building, I want it with Gabriella.
You're almost through training. Do not let him mess up your goals.
I'm your new boss. Show me your fire in the field. You could be excellent, but I see a lot of things pulling your focus.
So, me and Rom, we're the problem.
I need to choose between being the best firefighter or you.
Fire Country is all new. CBS tonight, 9/8 Central, and streaming on Paramount Plus.
Is your parents' car sounding funny? Do you hear any clunks, rattles, squeaks, or leaks? Tell them to call John's Auto Service Department for fast, friendly, and affordable service. Come see us at John's Auto Sales and Service, Marquette.
Tonight's weather is brought to you by Shunk Furniture.
At Shunk's, there's Black Friday specials in every department, but hurry for best selection. There's Black Friday specials on Smith Brothers sofas and chairs. There's Black Friday specials on Flex Steel sectionals, sofas, and chairs. There's Black Friday specials on Amish dining room, too. There's Black Friday specials on Lazy Boy recliners, too, the lowest prices of the year. And mattresses, there's Black Friday specials on Tempur-Pedic, Stearn & Foster, Sealy, and Serta. In our clearance center, there's big discounts on Ashley furniture. Shop Shunk's today.
Now, WZMQ TV19 First Warning Weather with meteorologist Tom DeVecchio.
Checking out the headlines from Marquette, snow winds down and the winds will be diminishing as we head on through the nighttime hours here. Still on the brisk side as well, but we'll finally kind of see a light at the end of the tunnel here. This is the snow depth right now. Now keep in mind, this isn't downtown Marquette. This is actually at the forecasting office, which is about 3 to 4 miles west of downtown. So we have 8 inches there. Some of you are over a 1.5 feet here. We see the kind of the pinkish look, the bright pink, 23 inches there, McMillan area. So a lot here in that typical lake effect country. Along the Wisconsin border, the numbers are much smaller out toward Florence. And Escanaba also around 3 inches. So the winds quickly dying down here for the balance of tonight into Friday morning. They shift to the west as well, still strong out over Lake Superior. They'll have a slight northwesterly shift as we head on through the balance of Friday and into Friday evening down the north, and they calm down into the single digits. So the lake effect goes away, and then by Friday morning we'll see a bit of this little wave that'll be sliding on through. That wave will set off a few light snow showers, particularly during the afternoon hours, and a little bit of leftover here. And then another stronger wave comes in, bringing in some snow showers and maybe a little mix here as well, particularly to the central and eastern parts of the area. And we could see a light accumulation from there. So snow for the balance of the night, you can see not much more here, and not much into Friday, less than an inch in the grand scheme of things here. And into Saturday night, or Friday night rather, looking pretty good. And then on Saturday, we could another 1 to 3. Cold out there. We're going to have some cold wind chills here through the balance of Friday, even though the winds won't be quite as strong. And we'll have that cold wind chill into the day Saturdays. For tonight, some leftover flurries here in the evening and light snow showers here and there, and then cloudy to mostly cloudy. Cold winds dropping down into the mid to upper teens. And for tomorrow, we'll have some partly cloudy skies to mostly cloudy, some light snow showers, less than an inch, and temperatures into the mid-20s. Here's the rest of the 7-day outlook. We do warm up for the weekend, getting into the mid-30s, so we could get a little rain-snow mix here perhaps on Saturday, and a couple of inches possible. We'll have milder temperatures. We'll keep it dry on Sunday. Then it really gets sloppy Sunday into Monday with that snow melt, and we'll have some rain-snow mix on Monday. Not a lot of accumulation here, but it will get a little bit, again, on the slushy side. Back to colder air, though, as we head toward the middle of next week.
Thank you, Tom. Munising is currently hosting a holiday event for everyone with their annual Rekindle the Spirit community festivities. And our John Truitt is braving the cold weather right now. He takes us to the scene live in downtown Munising. Hey, John, how's it going?
Hey, Kevin, rekindle the spirit and rekindle the snow. It certainly looks like Christmas here in Munising. We're in downtown where they just lit the Christmas tree. Santa Claus was here to do the honors. There are events going on up and down the main street and all around Munising. Joining me now is Dr. Kathy Reynolds, who is the CEO of Aldrich County Chamber of Commerce. My lips are frozen. I'm terribly sorry. Come over here. Dr. Reynolds, tell me about what festivities we have here.
So Rekindle the Spirit is an annual event, and it's when we have Santa come to town, and the Grinch is here. It's all photo opportunities. You got a gingerbread house and gingerbread man and snowman. A bunch of other different characters are in town. There's food, there's activities, all kinds of stuff going on for a couple hours on once a year when Santa comes.
It's certainly a vast contrast from last winter when we barely had any snow on the ground at this time. This year appears to be looking up as far as winter activities go.
Oh yeah, we definitely have a lot of snow here. I'd say we're easily probably over 40 inches we figure here in town, and it's just coming down like crazy on and off again today here. So we just want people to be careful if they're out and about today.
All right, Dr. Reynolds, thank you so very much for talking to us this evening. I am going to go and check out some of the inside activities. I think the Grinch is hanging out in one of these stores. So back to you, Kevin, in the warm studio.
All right, thanks again, John. And still to come in your 19 News, for insights, we're joined by the artistic director for the upcoming Nutcracker Ballet in Marquette. We'll be right back.
For most people, their second biggest purchase is their vehicle.
It matters what you buy and who you buy it from.
Selection matters.
Riverside has 7 dealerships and 10 different brands.
Certified matters. Shop our huge inventory of certified vehicles at riversidehasit.com. Trade-in values matter. Riverside gives you top dollar for your trade, even if you don't buy from us.
Selection, quality, and price. What matters to you matters to us at Riverside Auto Group.
Optimize your home during Kirkish Furniture's Black November sale. This GE stainless steel refrigerator now $1,399. Bosch stainless steel built-in dishwasher just $584. 12-month no-interest financing and free local delivery. All month long at Kirkish Furniture.
The Medicare Advantage and Prescription Drug Plan annual enrollment period is now open.
Ugh, every year I have to listen to all these commercials.
We're sorry, Karen, and we know it's annoying, but we want to make sure everyone on Medicare knows it's time to check and see if they can enroll in a plan that will save money or include additional benefits.
I just want these commercials to stop.
Honestly, Karen, we do too, but this is the only time of year when everyone on Medicare can call and see if there are plans with additional benefits available in their area.
I already have a Medicare Advantage plan, so these commercials aren't even for me.
Well, Karen, plans may change every year, and the 2025 Medicare Advantage plans are now available.
So, I can call and not sign up for a plan?
Yes, the call and benefits review are free with zero obligation to enroll. Call now. Just call 800-926-7179 now. That's 800-926-7179.
Who'll be there when amazing rises up or need for a warning comes falling down? Will you? Start a career in the broadcasting industry. Be there. Go to BeThereMichigan.com.
You're watching WZMQ 19 News, live and local, with Kevin Hodge.
Welcome back, everyone. This weekend in Marquette, you can catch a performance of the Nutcracker Ballet, but this one's a little different. Local dancers are putting a UP-themed flair to it. And joining us tonight is the artistic director of the performance, Deborah Chose. Deborah, thanks so much for coming on.
You're welcome.
All right, so what should we expect for the Nutcracker Ballet?
Well, it is a Upper at camp ballet Nutcracker. So just as if you're going to go to Grandma and Grandpa's for Christmas, that's what you're going to see. Wood stoves and roasting marshmallows and dancing to ethnic dance music and a Celtic band. It's not going to be anything like anyone has ever seen in Marquette County.
All right, excellent. So how much work goes into putting on a performance like this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we started talking about it back in April, and then auditions were in September. And there are about, I think, 8 or 9 choreographers who took different segments of the Nutcracker, as well as our artistic director and director of the ballet, who's Skylar, and myself. And so rehearsals every week, costumes, you name it, props, building, a lot goes into it.
Sure, and what goes into the actual performance and making it, a spectacular one when you're actually on stage performing?
What makes it spectacular, Kevin, is the support, not only from the audience, you can kind of feel their energy, but we have tech people and lighting people, backstage people, the parents, the dancers who are so enthusiastic, and they're of all ages. I think the youngest one is 3 or 4. And then older adults who never had danced before in their life. All those aspects make it all worthwhile.
Sure, and I've never actually been to a ballet myself, so what do you think a newcomer to this kind of performance should expect?
Well, we don't dance like we used to. We don't dance like people did in the 1800s, or early 1900s. And so I wanted to make it more realistic and something that people could relate to. Some of our dancers are Finnish background. Some of them are Italian background. And like I said, that's what's going to be different. You're going to see neighbors on the stage dancing, and they've never been on the stage before in their lives. So that's part of it. And then the second act of Nutcracker will be typical Tchaikovsky music, more of a balletic flair to it, but there's also some wonderful acrobatics and acting and some cute things as well.
All right, excellent. So when is the performance? How much does it cost?
The performance is this Saturday, and we have 2 performances, one at 1 and one at 7. And the tickets can be purchased online at NMU Tickets. I think they're $15. I don't even know how much they are. But yeah, but they're selling fast. So make sure you get your tickets. And like I said, 2 performances, and it's about an hour and a half, 2 hours long, so it'll be worth your money.
All right, excellent. And that sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun. Anything else we should know about the show coming up?
Just be prepared for fun in that first act. I'm telling you, I've got all kinds of strange, fun things going on, and maybe just a little hint, we're going to have a little snowball fight with the audience.
Oh,
so come on out. It's just going to be very, very fun. Wonderful live music. In fact, a gentleman from Marquette, I asked him to create a piece for one of the dancers, and he did this. So there's all kinds of wonderful things that just tie the UP together. So I hope everybody enjoys it.
All right, the snowball fight. Piquing my interest a little more, actually. All right, Deborah, thank you so much for coming on with us today. Really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
And tomorrow on Insights, we chat with the executive director of the UP Children's Museum about the upcoming celebrity art auction. That conversation is tomorrow right here on 19 News Insights. Mike Ludlum has your look at sports coming up after the break. Northern Michigan University's men's basketball team is set for GLIAC play against Purdue Northwest. We'll be right back after this.
Get into the holiday cooking spirit at the Taste of the Island Holiday Cooking Show, December 10th in Harris. Nicole Mercier, who is featured on the Food Network, will be demonstrating cookie decorating techniques. And the Island Resort and Casino's executive chef will be doing live demonstrations. Tickets are $30 and can be picked up at the Daily Press, Elmhurst County Market, or at the Island Resort and Casino. The Taste of the Island Holiday Cooking Show, sponsored by WZMQ 19, the Island Resort and Casino, and the Daily Press.
Tonight, CBS Fridays are heating up.
It's a new beginning, and I want to be there.
Release the hostages!
A new SWAT.
Call my team and tell them to buckle up.
A new Fire Country.
I need to fight fire.
And the final season of Blue Bloods.
That boss is alive.
3 epic shows, 1 unbeatable night of heroes.
Enjoy the ride.
Wouldn't have it any other way.
It all begins CBS tonight, starting at 8/7 Central, and streaming on Paramount Plus.
Another thrilling week to play football. The NFL on CBS. Catch all of the action this week on WZMQ 19. This Sunday, the Cleveland Browns travel to Pittsburgh to battle the Steelers at 1. See you this Sunday for the NFL on WZMQ 19.
You're watching home to CBS Mornings, WZMQ 19.
Tonight's sports is brought to you by the Window Store.
Why should you consider re-siding your home? Your home is the largest investment you'll make. Protect it with new siding installed by the experts at the Window Store. We offer a range of affordable, high-quality siding options, including premium ABC seamless steel siding with attractive financing options available. And we install all winter long across the entire UP. Schedule your appointment today and enjoy the Window Store experience for yourself. Your clear choice is the Window Store.
Good evening, everyone. The NMU men's basketball team opens GLIAC play this evening at home against Purdue Northwest. Head coach Matt Makerzak says he's still working on a better system to make his guard combinations effective. And this includes Gerald Gittins Jr., Brian Parzik, and Julian Smith, among others.
Most difficult part is we can have a practice where it's pretty clear that our offense is flowing through Gerald. And then maybe the next day it's Brian. And then we get into a game and we got to run stuff through Julian because he's going. Obviously, we know we have Dylan, but balancing those guards a little bit better is something that I haven't done a great job of, and I think we're still searching a little bit for like how to mesh the talent we have into a cohesive team.
Tip-off should be around 7:30 or a few minutes after the women's game with Purdue Northwest. Northern leads that game by 20 at the half. Michigan Tech also is home tonight against Wisconsin Parkside. Lake Superior State has a quick road trip to Chicago to meet the Roosevelt Lakers. One Upper Peninsula High School football player signed a national letter of intent to continue his career at Central Michigan University starting next fall. Marquette offensive lineman Talon Smith put his name on the official pieces of paper yesterday in front of family, friends, and teammates at the Marquette Senior High School cafeteria. Smith was a UP Dream Team player at offensive tackle for the Sentinels, helping the team to a 6-3 record, just missing out on the playoffs. Marquette did qualify for the postseason in 2023. Smith's brother, Dason, joined the Chippewas program last fall. He's already getting advice from him. Plus, Talon is proud to have won the Mitchell Snyder UP Lineman of the Year award.
Honored to be named the best lineman in the Upper Peninsula. It's a huge accomplishment that I've worked hard for. Right now, it's just somewhere on the offensive line where they think I could perform the best. It feels great. We've grown up together. We've done everything together. Now we get to go into college and play football together too.
Talon is just going to be an exceptional asset to Central Michigan. Like I said, he's a great young man. He works hard. He's got a level head, and I can't think of a better individual to have around.
Smith plans on majoring in exercise science at Central Michigan. Michigan Tech football senior punter Brendan Locke has been named to the D2 CCA All-Super Region 3 First Team Defense and the Division II, which means the Division II Conference Commissioners Association. Locke is a native of Lower Michigan. He was one of the top punters in Division II this season, second in the country at 45.5 yards for an average. For the season, the first team All-GLIAC defensive team selection recorded 65 punts, just 3 shy of the all-time season record. His total yards surpassed the last record from 1979. Locke's kicks resulted in 7 touchbacks, 15 fair catches, 20 inside the 20-yard line, and an incredible 23 punts over 50 yards. His longest of the season went 67 yards. NMU volleyball player Jacqueline Smith has been named to the Division II Conference Commissioners Association and American Volleyball Coaches Association All Midwest Region First Team. Smith helped lead the Wildcats to a 20-9 season and earned all GLIAC First Team honors for the 5th straight season. She finished her career with 1,927 kills, becoming the program's all-time leader back on October 5th. She led all GLIAC players with 416 kills during the regular season, a top 20 mark nationally. Don't get to talk about high school hockey polls this early in the season, but by golly, the Upper Peninsula is doing pretty well in Division III. Orchard Lake St. Mary's is number 1, but Houghton is 3rd, Alpena 6th, Escanaba 8th, Sault Ste. Marie 9th, and Jeffers 10th. Marquette is 6th in Division II. Don't forget the annual Teddy Bear Toss is tomorrow night for NMU hockey against Ferris State. Michigan Tech has its Teddy Bear Toss Saturday against St. Thomas. Plus, NMU has its Rock the Sox promotion Saturday night. And yes, there is a big football game this evening with Green Bay at Detroit. Kickoff is about 8:15 Eastern Time, and again, it's only on Amazon Prime Video. Kevin, back to you.
All right, thanks, Mike, and we'll have your final look at weather when we come back.
John's Auto has been voted the #1 dealer to buy pre-owned vehicle for longer than I've been alive. If you're looking for a vehicle, or if you're looking for someone to help with your current car, or if you need to get yours looking like new again, come see us at John's Auto Sales and Service, Marquette.
Some places talk about being local, but we actually are local. Our family started Superior Collision 18 years ago, and we're still the ones who own and operate it today. No big company name, no outside investors. We are all Marquette, and we're going to stay that way. We are part of this community, and we are proud of the work we do. You can choose to go to a corporate body shop, or you can stay local and go to Superior Collision, Marquette's local, hometown body shop.
We are here, around the clock, in all weather. This isn't a job, it's a symphony. Mending hope, stocking the shelf, and being distant when we need to be. Understanding feelings. We don't have all the answers, but we're always present. Your home away from home in medical crisis. And your support brings warmth and comfort to families in need. Please donate today and help us make it home.
What do you got on your list?
MeTV is making a list, and you can check it twice. Go to MeTV.com for all the very merry MeTV details.
Tune in to A Very Merry MeTV, now through December 25th.
Is your parents' car sounding funny? Do you hear any clunks, rattles, squeaks, or leaks? Tell them to call John's Auto Service Department for fast, friendly, and affordable service. Come see us at John's Auto Sales and Service, Marquette.
Some partly to mostly cloudy skies for tonight and into Friday. Cold wind, some light snow showers. Accumulations, though, will be less than an inch. As we head toward the weekend, slight little warm up here. Some light snow, maybe a little rain mixed in. Could be steady at times, but since it's wet, we're not expecting more than maybe a couple of inches there, mainly east of Marquette. Milder and sloppy for Sunday and rainy conditions as we head toward Monday. Back to cold as we head toward the middle of next week. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, Tom. And finally tonight, a UP theater group is debuting its newest production this weekend, and it promises to be full of laughs. Escanaba's Players Denock will be performing British farce It Runs in the Family. The play is set in a hospital 3 days before Christmas, and it's packed with ridiculous situations, a colorful cast of characters bursting in and out of doors, mistaken identities, and a white lie that spirals out of control.
It is just a dynamite cast where it just seems like every person is just like perfect for the role that they're playing. That makes it a lot of fun, and it's just a fun play. I mean, we've just had a lot of fun rehearsing, and I think everyone's looking forward to opening night on Friday.
And that's all we have for now. We'll see you later tonight.